And we're back. It's time for Act 3. We have the inserter as we'd previously just taken. Our max elite paths are all 2. So we have, in fact, 2, 2, 2,
wow.
2. We have
Pick
just
your ribbon.
anything except for this path we're fine with.
Right. That's fun.
That's 2 midline rests. Early shop after a bunch of
We do
quests?
like some upgrades.
Let's think about our
I
upgrades
would
actually here for a
say-
second as well. Because
Here's
Seek
one
hard
consideration.
wants an upgrade. Yeah.
I don't think we take 2 merchants in this act. So whatever path we take, there should be at maximum 1 merchant.
So we can end with
Because
this merchant with 2 rests on either side of it.
Yeah. And we have courier. So that's perfect.
There is a world where we end up taking the path that I would take in like individual series of question mark, elite rest, elite chest,
Yeah.
rest, question mark,
I think it's a
mark,
really good
rest.
path. I think it's a really good path.
Do we want an extra enemy early or the question mark? I think the deck is
I like
actually
the
kind
question
of
mark.
complete.
Yeah. I like the question mark. Plus, it gives us a chance potentially to say, hey, I'm going to take 999 gold in normality, and then we'll go the right path instead.
Mm-hmm.
So we were discussing also.
30 out?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like that. Take our 1, get the draw. So this turn actually is good proof of the thing that we were discussing, which is that I feel really good about skipping Runic Pyramid there, and that is so rare. Runic Pyramid is easily one of the best relics in the game, and it is consistently incredible for defect, to where setting up the right cards together is really valuable, right? You want to get that turbo with the multicast, as we were saying, and you want to line up your Dark Shackles for the multi-hit turn from the boss. But our relics are really good at consistently mitigating badness for us, and taking the Runic Pyramid would have like sliced our Pocketwatch in half, and that's effectively a boss relic. So I feel really good about this pick. And the inserter improves the efficacy of our barrage. It improves our consistency for boss fights. It's one of those weird times. I would never pick inserter over Runic Pyramid. That's so weird, but I really like the pick.
And it's weird, like in the world where you take it over Runic Pyramid, it feels like that world probably includes a consume somewhere.
Yeah, and it's not there yet. But we should be looking for it for sure. I mean,
It'll turn
a pretty
up.
top pick. Especially with the pocket. Yeah, that would be like, if we could only take 1 card, that might be the one.
We take 6 damage this turn. We're literally 1 off being able to take 1 instead.
Ooh.
If it wasn't for the Reptomancer, I would want to use the Fire Potion here, but the Reptomancer does exist, so no.
Yeah, and we're not going to the merchant. No, I agree with the choice. We'll just take our lumps. We have a little healing. No big deal.
Mm-hmm. I think we also
Question
just
is,
play everything out.
yeah.
We miss out on the Pocketwatch, but it's a huge amount of defense that we're picking up over the course of it.
And we need to be killing these sploders for sure.
It's always the other one.
We're looking for kills. Oh,
Okay.
we can hologram into barrage. Like
we
cool-headed
can
hollow barrage.
we can defend Doom and Gloom, lock on Bullseye, getting the kill there, getting us an energy back as well. And we keep 1 block from this. We have 5 total there. We play another cool-headed. We get enough block for this to only deal 1.
Smart. And then we have a Doom and Gloom. That's smart.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking at like cool-headed hologram. Seek Turbo.
Turbo, I think, is... Oh, no, it is ahead of us. Turbo
and
I mean,
lethal,
probably not Hyper Beam.
which we have. Yeah. Turbo and a heal. Turbo and static.
Oh, love it.
Turbo and defrag. Turbo and... Yeah. We have strike in hand, so it doesn't... It's just like whatever we want. We can just have it. This is good. It's coming together. We need to get a little bit better at consistency and scaled damage and a little bit better at burst block.
Mm-hmm.
Like our scale block and consistent block is good, but we can't really ever make like 60. Which might be okay. Maybe the answer is we don't need to do that because the fights where it's most important are the last 2 fights, and we just walk in with 75 health and a lizard tail and 3 good potions. So it might be okay.
True, lizard tail as well.
Yeah.
Like I was thinking about that, and I was like, yeah, but Spire, Shield, and Spear may end up dealing, a solid 40 to us if we don't have the ability to build that early.
Yeah.
Their second turn can be lethal. Well, brutal rather.
Seek, I think, helps us hopefully nuke one. And we should certainly be looking for anything that helps us do that. With already the preserved insect online, I guess if we can just make 90 damage in 2 turns, we can kill the shield.
That's some burst block, and we don't have a loop in this deck. This is also the AoE that you were talking about in terms of
yeah,
adding...
I do like the Sweeping Beam Plus, actually.
Let's do it.
I don't think I take auto shields here. I think I would take Sweeping Beam or Skip just because it's so easy for auto shields to get broken at this stage. Like we pick up a gold-plated cable. No, that's end of turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the loop though.
And we would still take loops, right?
Mm-hmm. I think so. Absolutely.
With 2 pre-upgraded defrags in the deck just seems easy. So we're definitely blowing out the Pocketwatch this turn.
Oh yeah.
I think I'll just start clicking things for a
Are
bit.
we upgrading Turbo first?
I mean, yeah, with the extra draw that we get.
Yeah, and now that we have Seek.
I want Turbo and Multicast both upgraded.
Agree.
I think Sunder's fallen off. I don't think Sunder is even a focus anymore at all.
We'll carry it,
Oh yeah, we're not going to remove it. It's just I don't think we focus on upgrading it at all.
Yeah. Its job at this point is to kill enemies that have about that much health. Like at 24, it's killing a dagger. Great job. It's mostly killing an exploder. Great job. Unless we were doing like Snecko Eye Sunder, it hits the heart shenanigans.
Mm-hmm.
Its task is complete.
What more could you ask of it?
You have performed well. Beak
So the dual
damage.
cost here is 12, 18, 36.
There's a barrage too, which if we do first is
24,
Another
24, 36 is 70. No, 60. 24, 36. And then another 26 on top of the 86 total.
we can get a kill this turn with a fire pot if it saves us significant life.
Well, we have 24 already generated on board.
Okay.
And
so then we just block.
Yeah.
Okay. Still a good turn. Oh yeah, and zap before barrages. That's the business.
It's a good one. Can we linger in this fight one longer to get the inserter to its second?
Yeah, easily.
Mm-hmm. Without a care in the world, in fact. Bullseye and then reinforced body. The enemy doesn't die this turn.
We're certainly blocking. Nice min-max.
Trying to get a little bit of that done.
I think I'm good. I don't think we want this, especially with Art of War.
Yeah, that was one of the reasons I didn't want to take the first one was the Art of War.
Yeah. I think we just wanted to get a little bit of saturation, right? 1 Sweeping Beam, 1 Hyper Beam, 1 Doom and Gloom, and the barrages makes me confident that we'll find what we need on the right turns against Repto.
Definitely seems like it will. We have so many options this turn. I think we do just blow out the Pocketwatch using Seek for setup stuff.
Is it, though? Is it just literally Seek, Defragment, Doom and Gloom, and get Dark Orb online ASAP?
Yeah, we need some scaling damage in this fight, right?
We can scale up our Frost significantly, but we can't get to the, like, 90.
Mm-hmm.
We can get to 50 or 60. Actually, let's think about that. 9 orb slots, 4 focus. So base defense is 6. So we can get to 54, yeah. But we won't be able to really keep going.
Would
So
be
we
a
should
huge
set
one
up to
for
win.
us.
was a good turn.
I'll take the SS damage wherever I can get it.
I mean, Preserved Insect did whatever 120 damage there, so that's
It's a really good card.
Turns out that card is pretty good.
All right. This is the turn where we let the Pocketwatch go.
Agree. So do we not play Static here either? I think it's okay with Inserter, honestly.
Yeah, I think we'll be fine. Pretty happy, in fact, to have it there.
We're going to cycle back to multicast again? I guess so.
We may need to start getting some of those off the board, even. Taking no damage this turn. Probably not taking any damage next turn. I was thinking, like, what of the possibility of just multicasting?
Well, if Evocation is going to feel a lot like the multicast, and it's doing damage for us, or block. I think I zap over multicast here. Although I see the consideration of, like, I want to be able to dual or multicast the plasma. That makes sense. That makes sense. Next turn.
Mm-hmm. There is a world where you could, like, zap and then multi as well, right? Because the multi will just evoke it upgraded 0 times.
It won't remove it actually at 0.
Won't remove it?
It doesn't. I know it's super weird. It's super weird, but it will not remove it at 0.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
Because we've got dual cast next, right? Like dual cast has the plasma up next. If we, I think we do.
Yeah, and we should because then we could dual multi next turn potentially.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with Pocketwatch, yeah. And then that's game. Dual. No multi-scene yet, but we could Sweeping Beam or Cool-Headed into it.
We have the energy to generate for that anyway, so we'll try again.
Mm-hmm.
We tried.
Do we...
Turbo double barrage reinforced body. This represents 24 gain. 2 reinforced bodies is 18. That's over 40 already.
I worry about not being able to multicast the Dark Orb.
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to draw Cool-Headed? If we take like a little damage on this turn, then we might be okay. Because we'll make some orbs.
So how do we do that?
I didn't mean to cut you off there. I was
no. I agree.
When we draw the multi, we want to be able to close the fight.
We play any more than one card here, we're triggering the Pocketwatch, or not triggering the Pocketwatch, rather.
6, 12, 18, 24, and what? We would just like reinforce body to get up to Torii range. Reinforce plus
we get past Torii range. 8, 24, 18, it's more than 40.
Okay.
It's 42.
Oh, it's 9s. Reinforce body's 9s.
Yes. That's the concern. So 24, 30 with the Steam Barrier. If we went Steam Barrier, Defend, and then Barrage, we wouldn't get the extra draw, but we would be able to take the damage and get the 2 extra orbs out.
It feels like in that case, then we should still turbo so we can get 2 barrages off and maximize our...
Mm-hmm.
If we're breaking Pocketwatch, we might as well really break Pocketwatch and try to get slow value.
Okay.
I like it.
Are we also dual casting to leave this open for the multicast left in the deck? Because if we are, we still do the barrages first.
It depends on
1, 2, 3,
how much
4,
damage they do. Because next turn, that Dark Orb is going to be worth 54, and we'll have 3 energy. So the question becomes, will 162 damage win? Can we do 116 here?
So
and
6 by 5 is
maybe
37. I mean, they may increase 1 extra number over the course of playing the rest of the cards.
6 by 6, 36. 7 by 6, 42. We're pretty close already.
I think we do it.
The duel.
Mm-hmm. Dual strike.
And then if multicast in 2 turns just wins.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and we have lightning. No, we made it. Because we're taking some damage here, right?
Yep.
Static discharge. We're gold.
1 damage, in fact.
Take our exact 1.
Whew.
Plan to win. Can we full block with Glacier defend?
Glacier is 7, 12, 19, 24...
43. Yeah,
43,
that and a defend
yeah.
right there. That's the turn. I
Wait,
think,
does it
right?
need the defend?
Yes.
Does it, though? We throw out a bullseye instead. This deals 70 damage, and then we have a bunch of lightning orbs against vulnerable enemy as well. Each of them dealing... rounds up. So this is 70 and then 40.
There's no need to take the damage, right? Because we're just going to draw into...
But what if we don't?
Oh, gosh. You're... Well, nah, it's fine. Then we just block again.
Okay.
This enemy is dead. They just don't know it yet.
Hey!
This enemy is dead.
And
Plus,
now
we
they
had
know
Armor.
it.
Now they know it. It's cute stuff.
I don't think we take anything.
Feels skippy to me, right? Who's our boss? If you don't mind.
Is...
Woke bloke?
Woken.
Yeah.
She'll
I
get
feel
slightly
okay.
better in that fight.
If we had like a bag of prep, there's a world where I consider the second boot sequence just to have a nice, dense, cheap Blanc. But
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just having an opening hand that does very little, especially if your enemy is not attacking on the opening turn, like the heart. It feels real bad not to do anything in response.
Yeah. So Nemesis is actually a little scary. I didn't talk about this before, but the one fight to where I think Runic Pyramid would have felt much better is Nemesis. But hopefully we can line up. Or we have Reptomancer, which we might honestly be better at.
May well be. That's 21 incoming. We can block 18. We'll take no damage, so just bop, bop, bop. Or we'll take 1. God, this Tori, what? Can I see this? Yeah, it's prevented 61 damage.
It's friggin' incredible, right? Oh, you know what? No, Nemesis is okay because we can outscale Nemesis damage.
Yes.
If we just fill up on Frost, we can never get hurt. Which I think is the plan.
Really wish I could weaken the enemy and just let them hit me again.
I know, right? I know. A little bit of weak would sure go a long way. Definitely agree.
12 against the enemies. 7, 7. Oh, so we'd end up taking the full 7 on the last 9. So I guess it's Glacier and Static.
We could just Glacier and then have Pocketwatch next turn to make sure we don't take the 45 while we're still setting up.
Can
Once we
they
get the
attack
other
3
deep
turns
frag-
in a row?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
It just can't use this attack again. It can use the 45.
I just thought it had some alternating factor that it had to go back to doing the burns after a certain amount.
The cycle is that the burns have some % chance and can't be used twice. The 45 has some % chance and can't be used twice. And the 7x3 can't be used thrice. But otherwise, you could go 20 turns with Nemesis and never get burned. It's just not likely.
Oh. Interesting. Never feels that way when I play.
I know. It's like, what all these burns? Give these to Teak. I don't want this.
You see, he might have a second wind or something for them. I don't. This is in the middle of the unceasing top 1 swift strike deck. I can't deal with this.
Which I somehow didn't win with on turn 1. I'm very upset.
Well, I was looking away at the time, and then I accidentally hit E.
Looking away. Oh. When I first got to Ascension 20, I actually did have a accidentally hit E and died to Spire growth fight. And it was brutal. It was like 3 in the morning. It was the defect run that was promised. And I still look back at that clip sometimes and weep for young Teak. But how far we've come, you know? Dude, I don't think you have to overthink this one, by the way. It's literally just seek to capacitor and any source of frost and defrag, and just like once we eclipse 45 frost damage, we cannot take damage. Actually 55 because we have to deal with burns, but once we're full up, it's game over. Maybe even Hollow Glacier.
Yeah.
Hollow Glacier Barrage.
Okay, I like that. I was trying to think of ways that either maintained the pocket watch or
That's smart.
got some giant extra effect out of this turn that we just didn't necessarily get there.
Yeah, that's
30,
pretty fair.
30 generated on board.
That's funny. Did we barely miss? Did we managed to just not quite get through for the 45?
Yep.
Oh, we needed one more frost orb. That's funny.
It's the 36 we'll generate this turn.
But that's okay. We'll heal it back.
It's gonna be fine. I think just tag him.
Oh, good call on Orichalcum. Cool here gets us to 36. And then that's 42 with Orichalcum. We get one more and we're clear. I forgot about Orichalcum when I was doing Calc 2. We're even better than I thought.
Orichalcum's neat. It's a thing I remember only out of having forgotten it so many times.
Very fair. We will kill him only through barrage on intangible turns. Yeah, that's true. Boot cleans it up.
Don't think about it too much. It doesn't require that.
It's so hard to go in and out of risk mode. It's still, I talked about it last episode, it's still the thing I struggle with the most. Catch myself like, you know, doing hypergeometric calculations on a Darklings fight when I could just block for 2 turns and then win. Yep. But you need to do that when you get to the Reptomancer fight, right? And so it's hard to go in and out of. On a typical high-level run of Slay the Spire, you have fights that are not scary and fights that are. And it's hard to go in and out. Bag of Prep is such a good pickup, dog. It's huge.
It's incredible. Hey, like, we've got the loop here. But hear me out.
Okay.
We also have a compile driver, and we often have at least 2 different sources, if not 3.
True. True. It's good draw. It's good consistency.
Hollow's also really good deck manipulation for us, or rather discard palm
manipulation. The loop is also debt, right? So that's a vote against it. Whereas the compile driver doesn't really care. We don't need to upgrade it. And we already have what? A turbo, a multicast, and a hollow that we want to upgrade potentially. Hollow maybe not as important, but turbo and multicast definitely. And with a recall? No, we got the recall. We're good there. Last key is from the chest, right?
If we didn't have 2 defrags upgraded, I'd be more keen on the loop so that I can use it for the Dark Orb and try and gestate it, you know, to twice the effect. But it feels like the Dark Orb isn't even the be-all end-all of our builds as often as I would typically make it in a deck where I really want to be running loop more consistently. I think I think I could take the hologram here as kind of like a pseudo upgrade for the other hologram. I could take compile driver or I could skip.
The loop, the final vote towards loop is if we think we can use it. Looping Plasma Orb is pretty cool as an accelerant for your early game. Early and mid, but I don't know. I'm not fully convinced. Like, well, gosh, no, it's pretty good. It's pretty good stuff.
Let's do it. We have to give this one up. Oh, nice.
Farewell, Juzu. That's
great.
We
missed out on 2.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was worth it, Teak. Can we go back and give that?
No Repto. It's nice.
It feels like loop might be a priority upgrade. It's it and turbo.
Right. Yeah, and then multi in the next act.
And we already fished for the Relic. I did that before the Nemesis fight, just in case we had to heal coming out of it.
Hello, spaghetti. Spaghetti. Good thing for boot sequence.
Dang Tangela.
Oh, we don't have to boot sequence here. And that would let us, like, loop charge battery reinforced or something. Pretty good.
Mm-hmm. I don't dislike that. I don't want to attack the enemy at all here. They could just rotate to the parasite and then we can't do anything about it.
Well, we would hollow bullseye, I guess, in that case, since we have so much energy.
There's no world where we can, like... Wait. Oh, no, because it doesn't... If I want this to remove. I just want it to remove, because then loop, reinforced body, and multicast, and then we have the plasma orb evoke 2 next, or rather, come up 2 next time. Next time.
If we upgrade it, it does that for us, right? Because then it's never 0, so we just need to get it upgraded.
Are you certain it won't evoke it?
You can try. I'm quite certain.
I can rewind this fight. I do want to test it because I swear I've done this for some tech reason before. No, yeah, you're right. Not that I doubted you, but it's.
No, you should. One of the most insidious things about becoming expert at something is that you can still be wrong. But you don't expect to be. So no, it's good. Check, this is we are both very good at the game, but also both human beings with fallible mortal brains.
I know. I think about that all the time.
Like, I'm just waiting for the next time I forget about one of the cost interactions with Nightmare and somebody in the comments reminds me that it doesn't stick. Teak, you've discussed the same thing 3 times, Teak. Why don't you remember, Teak?
Teak, turn on
I do remember this time. Actually.
Turn on your infinite memory machine, Teak.
My infinite memory machine just sometimes don't boot.
Let's go slow on this one.
Temporary cost effects are not perpetuated by Nightmare.
They're not super consistent in all forms as well as I've found. We want the debuff incoming here if we can get it. We can use Doom and Gloom, then Sunder, then we can even turbo throw out a strike and another strike if we really want to try and fish.
Yeah. Let's see that 12 damage attack.
That's good enough.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's, in fact, yeah, that's good enough because we have Orichalcum. That's 1 damage. Let's go. Tori is like at 80 block now or something crazy.
What?
It's just a monster. Wait a minute.
How did it only get 3? No.
No, this says 6,400. I think is what this says.
Yeah, right. It's got one of those situations where it doesn's have the ability to show all of the text in that area. I don't know why I'm starting to disappear. I feel like Marty McFly's parents. Or Marty McFly's siblings in the photo and Marty McFly himself.
Oh, man.
I don't feel so good, Doc.
What's the diagnosis? You have the timey-wimey.
Oh, no, not the wibbly-wimey timey stuff. Wibbly wobbly tiny stuff? Wibbly wobbly timey wimey. There we go. That's the one. And then third cast.
Oh yeah, we still have a barrage to upgrade too. We might want to do. Let's get an Envenom. Frost Orb and Venom Barrage.
I mean, that's not going to be enough. We're going to need a Snecko Skull as well to really amp up that Envenom.
Let's push it to the next level. Push it to the limit, as it were.
Yeah. Past the point of no return. Something now you got to learn. I was searching wildly in my brain. I was like, nope, this page won't load, friend.
I'm just really excited about potentially getting a letter opener, and I mean that.
It'd be pretty reasonable at this point, yeah.
Like, I would take
5
that
damage a
extra
turn,
damage.
at least.
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I like that. I'm trying to just get the Dark Orb to the front. We can do it. It's Cool-Headed, Zap, Glacier, and then dual cast at the end. We get our full defense as well.
Cool. It's the... Ooh. Oh. Wait, Glacier multi? Glacier dual? go ham?
Yeah. Oh no, but then we can't get the dark to the front. We have to multi to.
That's fine. We still get everything we want. It's not exactly as it was promised, but it was good.
And then now we can do it. There we go.
Yeah. We got to get that card upgraded, dog.
Uh-huh.
For sure.
Pass.
Yeah, it's Skippy or Compile, right? And I feel like we don't want to be taking 12 cards. Seek? Get that card, dude. Yes.
Thank you.
What?
All right.
Upgrade that card.
Yeah, we upgrade the Seek. So now we can
That is
Seek Chain to get
huge.
basically all of our powers
Now,
out.
wait. Do we go left? No, we check 2 merchants.
I don't think we go
Because, like,
left.
the courier means we only need 1. Where's consume? Like, this runic capacitor might be too much. Right? Bottle lightning seek. Yeah. We do that. We do that, and we take, like, another turbo.
For a second, I was like, how is the other Seek upgraded? I literally just upgraded it.
I think we might buy this turbo and upgrade it.
Really?
Or
we have the other turbo in
take
the
it-
deck that still needs to be upgraded. And the multicast.
Oh, gosh. Is the other one not upgraded still?
No.
And the multicast? But we have 2 more upgrades. So we could take a turbo and upgrade, and then a turbo and upgrade. And or... The reason that I'm thinking this is we have a bottle... I'm thinking about the Act 4 Elite right now. I'm sorry. I'm several steps ahead of myself.
No, that's fine.
I'm trying to produce, with the Bottled Seek, I'm trying to produce a turn 1 lethal against one of the elites in the Act 4 Elite.
I don't think that exists in this deck, friend.
We're not too terribly far away from it. Because we are coming in with an energy from Nuclear Battery, 2 energy from Ancient T-Set, and the ability to draw 3 cards with Seek Plus, Seek Plus. If we draw Turbo, Turbo Multi, I mean, we could be looking at an additional 4 to 6 energy there. Maybe 12 energy on turn 1.
12 energy for 3 damage in... 8 damage.
For 8.
Hits. So 12 by 8 is not
If we have a
going to
defragment in hand,
do-
which is not unreasonable because there's 2 of them, and we have a bag of prep.
I mean,
and they're
if we
hitting
had
for
any
10.
of the tools that you were talking about at all,
Yeah.
right? Because Seek can then just take, defrags
Yep.
out of the deck instead as well.
That we can get more. You can hologram turbos as well, particularly if one of them is upgraded. Like we're not far away from literally killing one on turn 1, considering especially Preserved Insect is pushing the shield down to 90 and the spear down to 120.
Okay. I was
See where
thinking
I'm- see
more
where,
like
like-
150s.
We can get so close, and we have a fire potion. We can literally maybe kill one on turn 1, and then we've trivialized the fight.
Can we really do that?
Pretty freaking close.
Do you want the turbo and then we move?
Turbo, considering anchor?
Not relevant in... I guess it's slightly relevant in this fight. Not relevant in the... In the heart, obviously. Spire, shield, and
We
spear.
have boot
It's
sequence, so we're
reasonably
probably
relevant.
okay.
Yeah, I don't think we need it.
Yeah. I
We could
agree.
just remove a basic strike as well.
I like that. And honestly, I don't feel the need to buy a potion because our potions are very good right now.
Mm-hmm.
The last 2 are actually really good for the heart.
barrage.
With the barrage, exactly. And the fire potion should be just enough to get over the edge, so. I'm feeling good, dude.
I want to see the kill come together on that turn. I'm still not necessarily seeing it, but
We might not get there, but I know this. If we get those 2 potions and most of our life into the heart fight, we will win. We have the right relics for it. And so it's
Very
just
true.
a matter of, can we not take 60 damage in the Act 4 elites? And that's killed so many runs for me with defect. It's a real threat.
mm-hmm. Do we
not a
still
bad
just
turn.
set up all our powers on turn 1?
Right? Because it's like, you know, we might not want to play capacitor here. We might want to like try to slow roll some inserter value or something.
It'd still be double defrag. Then I guess so if we're chaining Seeks, it'd be Seek, defrag, and then the second Seek goes defrag and Glacier?
Glacier. Call that a pretty good turn.
Could be Loop, and then we also throw out the dual cast, and then we just have Plasma giving us the extra energy.
That's not bad. That's a solid turn. We have to block still, so
On this
we
turn?
do need Glacier.
Boot
Yeah.
sequence.
Oh! Boot sequence and... We're playing some powers too.
Ah, yes. No, wait, we were already pulling out Glacier as part of it, weren't we?
That was
This
the
is-
original plan, but then we were like defrag, loop, or is it going to be defrag, loop, Glacier? One defrag.
I think it's defrag, loop, Glacier.
Okay. Okay. That seems like a hell of a turn.
Glacier. Means we don't even have to use the dual cast, so we save an energy on that.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I think energy is our problem this turn.
In that case, is it ever like... Are we looping energy next turn? Or are we going Glacier, loop, and dual cast and starting to loop Frost right away? No, we should loop energy because we want to be able to kill these cultists still. That's... Once we've killed them, then we can dispatch with the energy.
Yeah, that's fine. Still should have thrown the strike out there. Not playing around the...
Maybe. Art of Wars. Value.
Oh, yeah, we still have that available. Defrag just goes out. Let's just throw
trying to
all of the
hold
rest of
pocket.
these.
I think we're holding Pocketwatch this turn. This might literally just be defend Steam Barrier.
Really? But then... So, defend Steam Barrier blocks the 12 ingots. I guess we could.
The reason is that we're going to have 6 energy next turn too. And we would like to be able to burst down a cultist or two.
Yeah, that's good.
Because like then the fight is mostly done. Just a matter of getting the rest of the Frost online that we want.
Mm-hmm. Doom and Gloom will help. 20 damage AoE. It's 20 damage against the targets we're talking about AoE, rather. That's 20 collated
Doom.
damage.
Barrage.
I guess we can also zap and then just multicast one of the Frost Orbs, which I think we're going to have to do.
We totally can. There's a good chance we do, right? Yeah.
We multicast this for 9 per. 9, 5 is 45. Incoming damage against that. So we have 25 by the time we get to the Awakened one. And the Awakened one is doing 18, 18. So the next hit after that is... Okay, no, the Torii doesn't help us here.
So do we pop Turbo so we can throw a strike down and multicast?
Yep.
Then we get the full block and... Yeah. Seems good. I'm hoping to hold this Fire Potion. We should be able to. This is just like, if we can survive the next 4 or 5 turns, then we're totally safe, right?
Mm-hmm.
We build up our Frost Bank and the fight's over. Nice.
1. Cool-Headed definitely goes out as well. We're holding these 2 powers in the deck, right?
I think so. I think this Cool-Headed is mandatory. Oh.
Not that many things we want to play here anymore.
Maybe Turbo so that we can land Bullseye and charge. I guess... Maybe... Let's see, we're at 12 plus 18. We're already at 30 out of a needed 37. Charge battery, call it a turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Not too many voids in the redraw. That's fair.
Yeah, I don't want to have the voids in the second cycle.
Yeah.
Third cycle, they're probably fine. It's just...
Mhm.
that
We still
second
have a
one's
few
rough.
more things to do, right? Yeah. Sana. honestly, as much as it sucks to lose this one Dark Orb, I think I still Glacier here.
Really? I was going to multicast.
Oh, go dual multi and push.
Oh, no. In that world, I just duel. So the Dark Orb has the loop effect, so it'll be growing by 30 per turn. We have the hollows, single hollow rather, still left in the draw pile, so we have the ability to pull out a card to try and get the kill.
Yeah.
Honestly, what I really want is to just stop the enemy doing damage here with as many Frost Orbs as we can get on the board, leave the Dark Orb in the front line, and then as we get an extra growth up towards like our 8th in the inserter, put another Dark Orb out, throw the first Dark Orb, killing the awakened one, have the second Dark Orb as well as all of the rest of the Frost, push those forwards, kill the second form.
Okay, then suggest, because this is Babby awakened one who only has +1. Suggest Capacitor Glacier multi, because it's only going to be a 10x4, which we can outpace. Time for another Glacier.
It will have to be. And then this is the final, or, the next one that comes up, whatever, is going to be our final spot for the other Dark Orb.
Boom.
Doom Gloom's still left in there. We get another orb slot next turn, and in fact, that's our final orb slot. So Cool-Headed. No, because Cool-Headed could draw a Dark Orb.
We're already full blocking now. This is E to E, I think. There's 6x6 is 36 plus the Orichalcum. We can't take damage. We get the other Dark Orb in play and press E until they both say 300.
Okay.
We're just hanging out, man.
Sold.
Yeah. This is the water break, bathroom break, whatever break you need. So they both say 300, and we can leave with inserter on one, I guess, ideally.
I love builds that end up in this realm.
It's really nice. It's kind of nice to have a break. You know what game does this really well?
Which?
Hades. I think Hades has incredible pacing. So many rogues feel relentless in their drive to take you out of one run and throw you right back in, which can be great for that one more run feel, but sometimes it's kind of tiring. You're like, I haven't had a chance to take a breath and think about what happened. And I think that Hades does a really good job making the hub world actually interesting and engaging, but in a low-key way, so that you can slow down, breathe, and break up between your runs before you go into the next one. I think it's delightfully paced.
It's strange, because in terms of being a roguelike, or roguelike, roguer, roguish, rogue, etc.
Roger, that's right, from the Belgium Society of the name of the game.
It's a roguet.
Yeah.
In terms of those, I feel like it's weirdly paced, but I think that's literally because I'm experienced with other ones that are very much like, you finish that run, start another.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, and it's funny because I think that I had the same reaction at first, where I was like, "There's too much here, quit it, and put me back in." I don't want to talk about fish. But it really grew on me over time. I think I had to change. As with so many things, a lot of our enjoyment, I think, is derived from our mindset. And so once I thought about it that way, once I started perceiving it as a welcome opportunity to calm down and to take a deep breath and to reflect and before the next run, it made it more sustainable to play, I think, is the thing, right? Because you do 5 runs of the super relentless roguer, and you're like, okay, now I need to go take a shower and like hang out in the backyard with my dog. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean, despite the fact that I still don't have a dog yet.
We're gonna work on that. There's a term that I'm trying, like I'm getting close, I think, to a breakthrough. And I need a term that means basically that describes the quality of being comfortable to do something for a long time. You know what I mean? There's a lot of great things that I really enjoy that you can't sit and do for a long time. You need breaks. You have to stop. And then some of these games that are coming out right now are designed to be like, you can sit and you can play them for 8 hours and it feels fine. you're not totally spent afterwards.
It's
I don't know what the
it
word for
really
that
is
is,
exciting seeing that kind of
yeah.
new trend. As you were mentioning it at the time, I was also going to mention, because you were talking about games that were in that kind of realm in terms of the design. I'm just going to keep hitting the E's while I do this.
We were just chilling.
In particular, one of the ones I'm excited about is Dorfromantic. Did you happen to catch that from the Steam?
I need to go back and watch you play that from the Dimathon thing, because it looks gorgeous. Yeah.
It's absolutely gorgeous, and it has that same kind of effect as you were talking about in the other simplified strategy game that I forgot the name of that we were just talking about earlier. Were we talking about it in the Luck Be a Landlord video? Whoops. Spoilers in the Luck Be a Landlord video.
Oh, no. Oh, man. Another...
It was building villages, building cities, a simplified strategy, simplified simulation maybe game?
Oh.
I just searched it off to the side.
It was another D name, wasn't it?
It may well have been.
We'll find it. We'll find it. We'll find it.
But yeah, I'm really glad those are coming out, because that and
like
Slipways
sustainability,
are
but on a
similar.
micro level. You know, it's like video game ergonomics. How comfortably can you do this for a long time, right? Yeah. Yeah.
All right, we got this.
It's time to kill. Enemy will die.
Okay, we just keep pushing those forwards.
Nice fight, Raps.
Okay. Also just going to dual cast so we get the... I should have done that in the opposite order. So that we start looping the front for more defense.
This enemy is without a chance.
I like when you have a fight like this where you can do what we just did, which was, you know, turn 4, I think, and we were like, here's the game plan for the rest of the fight, we've got it.
Yep, it's solved. Yeah. You wouldn't want to do it all the time, but to be allowed to do it occasionally on something like a ladder streak, it's that same kind of breather, you know? You can definitely take the deep breath because you have proven that you can take the deep breath, right? You've made a proof in your head of the exact plan in which you will win.
I mean, it feels like a lot of the time when I'm playing with Inserter, I am playing towards that end.
Yeah.
That might just be the playstyle that I typically engage with that, though. 1, 2.
Well, it's sure working here.
We're getting there. Now, just imagine
Honestly,
if we had Consume.
Yeah, we might find it in the shop. We still have plenty of money for another incredible shop, too.
Come on. Do we try and wait for the multicast despite the fact the orb will only go off once?
Oh, yeah. No, we need to multicast it.
Got it.
We need to represent 1600 damage, you know. So the enemy knows.
If it comes up next turn, we miss out on the Inserter for the Spire, Spear, and Shield fight.
So we play 4 cards to reduce the chance we see it.
All right, I like it.
Teak, you're getting weird.
I love making decisions that I haven't made before. Do we actually have the block for this even more? No? Incoming is 42. We have 35 maximum. 36 maximum, rather.
You're right. We have to kill it.
Ouch.
I didn't expect that. I wasn't ready to take damage. Two thump.
That's okay. We've got through the door. I'm calling it. We're going to find Dead Branch in the store, and it's going to be a weird one.
Bronze scales.
Ooh.
Just bronze scales. I'm a simple man. Bronze scales.
Do we have to upgrade the hologram instead of the other turbo? The other...
I don't think so.
Turbo? No?
It's past the first cycle, we should be established.
It's a Horn Cleat and a Master of Strategy there. We can take Master
And
of
a Dark
Strategy.
Shackles.
Dark Shackles too, that's right. Maybe it's
Which might be important because we might actually go 4 cycles on the heart. I hope we don't, but we could.
How about Master Dark Shackles drop the fire potion. I know that's rough for the next fight. Take the power potion because the upside is echo form, creative AI, the obviously, you know, any of the things that give us extra power, except for the one that's gonna take our power away.
We have a
eventually.
courier,
Focus, rather.
so we don't have to totally solve it. You know, we can. I mean, if we think we're clicking on those things, then we can also see what they're hiding. I do really like the dark shackles. I think that's good.
Cannot gain block from cards for 2 turns, but our orbs. Our orbs ain't cards.
So you're thinking drop Firepot, take power.
I am. I'm also thinking probably panic button.
We can do both. Pretty good. I think we'll be okay in the Act 4 Elite fight, and it's not burns on top of the deck yet, too.
Mm-hmm.
So we've done the right things to prep ourselves here, and the barrages are going to be very strong.
Okay, we have none of the tools we were talking about in the opening hand here.
But we do have the Seek, so we can Seek, and get whatever things we want.
We can, it's just what do we do alongside it? Ow. Man, it's alright. I gotta take my headphones off for just a second here.
You getting the ear pinch?
I've got better headphones, but they're really
not broken in.
big. It's not, well, I mean, they are also not broken in because they have a little whine in one of the ears right now, and apparently that's something that's going to go away with
interesting
use, but also they're very large.
They're just chonky. But they're going to give you that nice tones.
Big situation. All right.
What's our answer here?
I kind of want the answer to be just set up. Burns aren't going
set
atop
up and
the
don't
deck.
take the damage.
So that would be like Seek defrag, and then the second Seek gets defrag and Glacier,
so we can block. And that puts us in a good position to block next turn.
I'm just happy to click those right now. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then boot sequence puts us at 32.
So
which
we take
is
1 damage.
1 shy, which is totally fine.
I mean, if we turned around...
Ooh, does that save us? No,
it's the 50% more damage. So the 50% more damage on this is it's 14 by base.
Actually,
so I turn around, it loses
that's 7
6, and then this
that's perfect.
gets...
Yeah.
Yeah, that loses 7, that gains 6.
But we would probably rather take the 1 because we'll heal it with powers anyway. And then we'll be facing the right way to deal with the multi-hit next turn.
We should have the barrage and then turned back around with the strike. That's the play, I think.
To try to push the shield.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should stick to 3 cards played on this turn, since next turn is a big hit.
I like it.
Nice.
That's a big hit right there.
We will have to win the fight sooner rather than later.
See what we draw. This is always going out.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. What can we do with a hologram?
Reinforced body and just like pass the turn. There's a turbo here as well. We could even pump it higher.
Barrage to turn around.
Mm-hmm. Output 24 damage there. Doesn't actually even hit the enemy. I think we have to break pocket. Well, do we have to break pocket this turn? A hollow and then reinforced body. So the reinforced body would be cast with 6. It's gaining 9 per. That's going to be a pretty nice amount to block. That's 54. Yeah, I think we just do those 2.
Okay. When do we kill the enemy?
Sorry, what? Kill what?
Sorry, huh?
I don't intend on killing the enemy. I'm actually kind of intending on, I guess, getting to the same thing we were doing against the Awakened one.
a lot harder here.
Is it?
Yeah, just because the represented damage is actually higher. Awakened one was doing like 40, right? But these are consistently doing 60. We can get there though, especially with Luke. Just tell them to quit debluffing your focus.
It's
Hopefully
fine. I
they
don't
will
need all of it.
Hopefully they won't do that too much.
So 24, we already get the 30 block at the moment. It's 24, 48 is 72. We have reinforced body and double steam barrier. We're probably fine. This is 27, another 12 on top of that, 39. 39 plus our 30.
Getting so nasty. Ah!
Multicasting this is 8 per, so it's actually worse than the reinforced body. I think it's just reinforced body, steam.
Steam. Okay.
It's not too bad. Hop,
We're doing
hop,
okay.
hop, 1 damage taken. Gets a little harder when they do this.
We can always use Dark Shackles to
Bullseye
turn
dart.
around.
That's true, and we probably can't bullseye dark here in order to remove all its damage and then be happy. Can we? Right? Bullseye,
Glacier is
dark,
another.
glacier, and charge battery. That's 14 just from those. Another 10, so 24 on top of our 30 at the moment.
This is at 34. Or sorry, it's 54 rather.
Mm-hmm. 1 short of being able to defend against all but 1.
Yeah. I suspect it's just Glacier, charge battery, and turn around with a Dark Shackles. Is that actually better though? Because then we're taking 24 from the... We're saving 20 and gaining 8. Yeah, that'll be a 40, and the other will be... Right now it's 76, and instead it'll be 60... 64.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll be blocking for 54.
How about this? How about we turn around with the bullseye and then dark shackle the Spire Spear?
Oh, smart. Reduce our draw. Now do we kill the enemy?
No. No, we shan't kill them yet.
Actually, we're doing damage this turn. Hell yeah.
No, we must revive them somehow. I do not want to kill them yet, Teak.
Bring them back, Tiki. Please.
Bring
I am not ready.
back my spears. Let's just go.
Yeah.
I really don't want to hyper beam.
We should draw first, twice, and then turbo.
Extra 1 just for the yucks of it. Fine, well done. You're dead. And then up. Cast.
Might as well strike. We're going all the way.
Cast.
Did we turn the corner?
It's a
Ow.
giant amount of block. That didn't work as well as I'd
Not
hoped
bad.
it would.
It's pretty hard to turtle up against the Act 4 elites, even at Ascension 3. Honestly, this went better than I thought it would.
The problem was I didn't turtle hard enough.
Need to turtle harder, Geek.
We need to be turtlier. We need to be turtly enough for the turtle
that's a
club,
good
you see.
find. And we get to keep all of our... I'm looking at the heat sinks and I'm thinking about it. And or
We
charge
have the
battery.
turbo to run our way through the deck. Charge battery is actually only 2 less than the force fields, but it's 0 cost as well. We do generate just a draw from the heat sinks at will, pretty much.
With a power potion if we wait. There's
Yeah,
a good chance we're playing it turn 1 because we're
that's true.
hoping that it's like echo form, like you said.
I kind of just want to take the charge battery.
I like charge battery here. I think we're in a really good place, honestly. I think our odds are good. Pop a cultist, pop a power, see where we're at. Because if the power is echo, then we might hold off on some of our powers, right?
Yeah,
There's a
we don't
chance.
want both defrags in the opening hand now.
Mm-hmm. And so instead we, you know, do some other kind of setup, like defend and seek into what? Loop and dual cast or something?
Loop and dual cast.
I don't know.
I like that for the extra energy. It's just... So we're going to be... We have to short our draw next turn if we're setting up anything reasonable here, right? So let's not even consider the Pocketwatch.
Are we playing boot sequence to keep...
I was thinking of Steam Barrier if we're playing less than 7.
Okay.
Or 7. So we do pull out the loop. Should we get static discharge out early?
Yes.
Enemy might attack next turn.
Feels scary to not get out at least one defrag, even if it's not doubled. Do you agree, or am I wrong?
It's such a huge part of our block plan.
Mm-hmm.
How are we
don't need to double
killing the heart?
capacitor. We don't need to double capacitor because we have inserter. So certainly that's a power that we can play out on this turn very safely.
That's
and we could even leave the other
true.
seek and just seek like capacitor glacier.
So if we seek here, we could go for the capacitor glacier as you just mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't have the loop out, but we do have decent defense early.
How are we killing the heart? We're killing the heart with static discharge and with this liquid bronze that we're sitting on, and with barrages and with static discharge. And with Tori, we can live through 3 rounds of multi-hits with Dark Shackles, maybe 4, and we have a Lizard Tail for when things go badly. So, like, if we can't kill the heart in 15 turns, then we don't get to win anyway. So I think the key is making sure that we have the right amount of block at the right time.
Is it then Glacier and the static? So that we can start getting the extra damage out with the static cycles against the first attack.
Glacier static. Hold off on capacitor. Leave the seek. I like that. No attacks.
Yep.
It's pretty good.
Don't need to play any attacks and lose the extra energy from
That's
the
pretty
next
good.
turn. Although we don't also
I think-
draw extra next turn, and we get 4 energy next turn.
Yeah, we can barrage.
But what if we get Seek? Because then Seek draws
That's a good
4
point.
cards from the deck.
Yeah, that's a good point.
There we go.
So this is interesting. We kind of almost don't want the frost here because it's presenting some of our static discharge damage while it's easy. Right? Because each of those frost orbs represents 5 block, which is blocking a hit and change. Maybe that's okay though.
I think we're fine with that, right? Because the second cycle, we're not going to be vulnerable. The enemy will have the extra strength, but we will still be able to Tory that.
Yeah. So what is this? Just double sunder?
Ooh, just...
Call it turn.
It's 30, 36. That's so minimal that I kind of just want to go cool-headed, because if we double... no, because double cool-headed and then the power, and then we don't want to double play the power.
I like double sunder, honestly. I really think it's a play here.
Let's do it.
So Tori has bought us this space. That's a ton of damage.
Sunder and Thunder.
This will be a great turn for Panic Button.
Will it? Oh, right, yeah, because it's next 2 turns.
Next
oh,
turn
but
we're not getting a hat.
wait, the next 2. Does it count
Includes
this turn?
this one.
Okay.
Yeah. This card is so good. You want to like double charge battery instead of double seek, since we kind of want to double our powers anyway.
Yep. And I'd be really happy to have Seek in the next cycle.
Okay. Nice.
Still a lot of damage to take.
Yeah, there was some consideration to seek before Panic Button to get some block. Where are our powers?
All in the same hand upcoming, it looks like here.
Not ideal. We're hoping to get multi-attack next turn. That's like our best outcome.
Mm-hmm.
Do you, double Sweeping Beam?
Draw just very few cards, try and get one of them to be good. Play that out.
Yeah. It's some damage too. We have Cultist Potion online, so it's not terrible. Gosh. Zap, call it a turn.
Charge battery instead. Got the reinforced body and multicast both in the deck.
Sure. Good call. If we get single hit, then this probably becomes our Lizard Tail turn. But that's fine. Multi-hit is great. Awesome. Play the powers.
This still only counts as 1 debuff on the enemy, right? It's not like debuff lose strength, debuff gain strength.
That's right. It's only the 1.
Damn.
But I know, right? Because of the bullseye. But it's okay. We probably bullseye on this turn. Or do we need to get this cool-headed out? Capacitor loop cool-headed?
Well, I mean, we already have...
Oh, it's just going to get cleared, yeah.
Yeah, we've got the Pocketwatch as well, so we probably just want to play 1 here.
Oh, I don't know. I think I play out these powers in the bullseye, dude. I think we break the Pocketwatch on this turn. We can die to Lizard Tail next turn if we need. And bullseye gets us cutting through the artifact so that a double Dark Shackles could save us from another multi. We can afford to be fairly aggressive from this position, I think.
Okay. I like that opening up the opportunity to do the Dark Shackles later, because my play would have left us without the Dark Shackles for the rest of the fight.
Yeah. Which might be fine, honestly. I think increasingly I'm looking for us to turn this into a win now. And like Barrage is going to be killer.
Mm-hmm. 6 strength
and
already
we
up
get
with
to go over damage cap because it's 300 at this level instead of 200. Yeah, this enemy's dead.
Oh, I love seeing all of those trigger. Just double
Oh my
defrag
gosh.
pass, I guess.
How much damage is Barrage right now?
Well, I mean, the enemy can only take 34 because they took all that damage in their turn.
True. Yeah, double defrag blast. Play slime.
There you
Seek
go.
into. Could we have blocked actually if we like seek into Glacier there? Interesting.
Maybe, but I don't think we should bother.
Double
'Cause this just
bullseye, baby.
Demonstrates. Oh.
It's over. GG. Good fight.
GGT. Thank heck I
Nice
calculated
run.
that. I was like ballparking the number and I was like, this is either like 3 short or it's over.
It's done, dude. It's done. It has been done. Nice run.
Nice
Dude,
runs
skipping
as
the
well,
Runic
too.
Pyramid, I think it was really good. I think this was better.
Mhm.
Cycling ended up being relevant. Like, if we had Runic Pyramid in that heart fight, we would have had to sought into those powers. And we could have waited
Yeah.
to do it. But
And
we would have been able to line up the Echo Form or whatever, but
yeah, we would have been able to line up the Echo Form on them, but at the same rate, like, they were near the bottom of the deck. We were going to have
Yeah.
to seek them out and then line them up on the next turn. I still don't think that would have ended up with, like, a significantly better outcome than we ended up with there.
yeah.
Like,
Because
maybe in the
really-
world where we needed the Dark Shackles for another cycle, then Runic Pyramid feels better again,
Yeah.
but we weren't
If your
in that
deck
world.
is good, draw should give you as much value as Runic Pyramid, right? Runic Pyramid says you can always have the right card on the right turn, but drawing a lot of cards should say the same thing, right? They're actually very similar effects. So, yeah, it was huge.
We had a lot of cards that would generate as well, like draw and a giant other effect to the amount of focus that we had in that deck. I'm actually going to pull that screen back up for just a second because I kind of want to look and see at dead hits in the deck, because I don't think we had many by the end, and we didn't even do that much removal. Like, what are we not particularly happy to draw? Like,
The 2 strikes.
yeah?
And even those were getting Cultist Potioned. I mean, they were doing 13 damage at the end or something.
Mm-hmm.
Not terrible. Not great, but...
Any of the other ones I'm looking at, I'm like, there was a fight where
They're
that's shown.
fine. Yeah. The defends were doing 6 at least with the
Oddly smooth.
oddly smooth at the end.
Mm-hmm.
How much did Tori do by the end there?
God, I really wish that I'd checked that.
You can see
Oh,
it.
yeah! They
It's
do that!
here.
111!
Yeah.
It saved
Isn't that
our
nice?
life twice.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
That's 234 for the ceramic fish as well.
Wow.
We got that
Really?
at the very... Wow,
Yeah.
the Moorbank almost equaled that. And we picked up a
We
lot of
held
cards.
all through Act 3. Yeah.
Huh.
Honestly, this relic, the ceramic fish, is super underrated. That mob bank was a full act and change.
Mhm.
We picked that up in Act 2, and we held it all the way into the end of Act 3. So,
We definitely utilized it. We spent money exceedingly well in those stores. We didn't necessarily actually get to utilize the Master of Strategy in that final fight,
but we could have.
unfortunately.
Basically, Master of Strategy was a purchase that said this deck wins as long as it finds the right cards.
Mhm.
So put more glue in, right? Like why not take the free draw card? I love the play.
There's also the ever fun tech of the Bottled Lightning with a Seek in and another Seek in the deck just to chain your way through. This feels so good.
I do wonder if we could have, like, I almost want to sit down and theory craft a really aggressive turn 1 against the Act 4 elites, because I think there was a line, but what was distracting us was we were getting hit by both enemy, right? And we hadn't taken Horn Cleat, and so for us to block made it harder for us to do like a giant multicast. So I don't know what the turn was, but I think it would have felt really good to do like 80 damage on turn 1, just to be in a position to close.
I'm not trying to live too much in the world of what if, but there's a world where we see a double energy near like anywhere between start of floor 3
and then that's doing it.
Exactly, and then just we'll blow them all up on turn 1. Who cares?
Yeah.
Hell of a
True.
run there, friend.
GG, man.
GG.
Excellent run. Super fun. Honestly, that one was like, it had its rough spots, but it felt more relaxing. We did the good stuff, which we should take advantage of more often in these lower ascensions.
Especially, honestly, I think like at the start, Pocketwatch complicated turns. By the end, it made them simpler.
Yeah.
There are a
Isn't
lot
that
of
cool?
times that we could just like go, no, we won't play the extra cards. So if we are playing into Pocketwatch, we're limited to 3 cards. What are those going to be?
What are the 3 cards? Which there's games that's a core mechanic, right? You are allowed, your energy is number of cards played, basically. Pick the cards that you're playing out here, right? So, yeah, super cool. I'm glad that you took it. I really do think that it is in position for best non-boss relic in the game, best non-boss, non-elite relic in the game. I'm gonna put those constraints on. Those are the caveats. We won't try to compare it to boss or event relics, but among the regular pool, it may be the best. I love
apples,
Dead
oranges,
Branch,
etc.
and I think it does something very similar to Dead Branch.
Ooh, generates card value out of nothing.
They're both draw, really. I mean, like, that's card generation and draw are very similar in what you're deriving from them, which is optionality, right? Card generation has the additional effect of allowing your deck to be a different deck, and that can be pretty cool. That's a way that Nilri's Codex can take a losing run and make it a winning run, where Pocketwatch could not. Like, if you weren't beating champ with the deck, then it doesn't matter that you're drawing through your losing deck faster, right? So generation is still special, but in the typical case, they're both draw.
Yeah, that is actually pretty much the perfect differentiator between the two of them to point out there. For the moment, though, as I am just all smooth and need to go and find a file to roughen some curves back in there, I'm going to say that my name is Rhapsody. His name has been sneakyteak. This has been The Ladder Streak. There is a link in the description down below to sneakyteak's channel over on twitch.tv/sneakyteak, as well as the YouTube channel here. I will also note there is also now from this point on going to be another playlist link down there at very high up in the description, where you'll be able to find us playing and learning some other games, such as 24 hours from the release of this, which if you watched it as soon as it came out, 22 hours away now, is going to be Luck of a Landlord. Luck be a Landlord.
Luck might be giants.
Luck, Landlord, Togetherness. It's got a malleable title. They changed it a bunch of times in working. So I remember title. The old titles personally, and that's definitely going to be the reason I'm going to have to give down there. But for the moment, hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next week.
Bye.